Maybe now. There we go. I forgot to test whether my microphone works. Of course it doesn't. All right. We're actually getting so much baseline now that our info can barely keep up. Hyperchain coil texture better than an eternal coil texture? From close up, yeah, but in my opinion, like from far away, the eternal looks better. Although I was thinking of retexturing the eternals. It's a bit like noisy right now, so they could probably improve it. Are we making glowing slopes? With anti-blocks, we have like a special resource pack. Actually, it might be even a mod version, like a chisel mod version, makes them glow. I don't think there's like a release for that anywhere. Kind of have to scour my Discord for the download links. But yeah, it also doesn't work perfectly. For example, depending on the side, some of them are like more glowy than others. Like here, the back side is basically not glowing at all. The front is fine. Oh, Valentinus. I'm kind of 3 hours late. I ended up oversleeping for like 2 hours and I had to cook and go grocery shopping. Took a while. We're here now. And autocrafting has been going. I think we have enough to make a second set of eternal DDPF. Oh, wait, what? We almost enough to make 2 more sets. Let's start with that, I guess. Get some more space time going. Although we will rapidly run out of infinity soon. 36 million, which is pretty good, but I think, yeah, their splendid is kind of low. So I think we'll add one more space-time DTPF with Eternals, and then we can use the third Eternal for making Infinity, as the ratio is much better for the exotic catalyst. Guess I did add the lasers here already, so I guess I could wall share it vertically. Start with that. And I really want to make the PrAss automation today. Meaning to do that for like 3 days now. Correct? It's correct. Yeah. All right. Where's this slave pillar? All right. No alerted turtles. I can actually make a new one in less than an hour, I think. Because we only need 400 more coils. I think I already ordered those. Yep. Wait, what? Oh. Awkward. Gonna have to go turn the NAC fuel off for a bit. Oh well, the mixer at least. Probably at like level emitters, but I really don't want to use those. Maybe I should make like a storage bus or a super chest that kind of it pulled from. We always have a little bit of plutonium in storage. Right, how many eternal coils do we have? 600 is making 100 more. We do need like 700 more. Come on, let's get this hooked up first. I could probably use the same cable and break my own rules and daisy chain this. What are we doing on residue? Okay, we're getting way more residue than we are using. I feel like you get enough residue for space-time just from making the infinity you need. Like I didn't hook up the power quite all the way up here. I'm kinda low on the hatches. Get a few more. Oh, great. Nat field making everything uncraftable. Iberium is also not keeping up anymore. How many miners can one need for a single material? I was kind of thinking of maybe pursuing the deep dark fairly soon. That would give us Tiberium and also give us the titanium ore, I think. Which would be pretty nice. We will need a fusion reactor for that. The deep dark is U1V tiered, so we should be able to make it if we tried. Which energy should I use here? 1000. I think we have those in stock. Also, if you want to use the eternal coil for making infinity, we have to set up the exotic mixing. I think that is 4 more compacts to do. Glass roofs, the only thing keeping us alive at this point. Oh wait, we actually had one already colored. Hello, Destrina. What board setup are you going for today? Gonna continue making those universal automations for most machines. They would be the autoclaves and the precise assemblers finally. And I think after that we only have the extruders here. And that's the last one, I believe. And after that, I'm not sure what to focus on. Probably actually start pursuing Mark 5 NAC fuel. We kind of need more power when to start scaling up the DTPFs as well. For now, I just want to get all the automation upgrades done. Right, that has power. This needs 2 input touches and 1 output touch. I knew how to type. Oh, right, this also needs a stocking bus. Are you missing? Oh, right, the hypervisor matrix. Kind of funny that you can share it between multiple DTPFs. Right, that's 2 space-time DTPFs running. There are 8 billion to the load. I think we have enough to sustain that. And now we are making 8 ingots every 10 seconds. Soon the ass lines are gonna bottleneck. We can't make eternal coils fast enough. I think it's already the case, actually. Right, let me go shut down the NAC field for now so I can graphs going. Oh, right, I also upgraded the storage a little bit. And we have digital singularities right now. Quite a lot of free still. Like 32 are free. But we ran out of things that are about like 50 million, so kind of waiting to get more things that should be put in there. Like these tries are looking really clean. I don't know why I have 3.2 billion tricalcium phosphate. Also, sloppy is number 1. I think the Tiberium miners probably mine lapis as well, so why it's so high up. I think here looks fine, except for this quadria and plutonium. Why this was the plutonium one? Turned off the wrong one. I also noticed that the rupture uranium and plutonium are going down pretty fast. Well, plutonium is actually kind of chilling, but this one is not. So this will be a problem at some point. Is they're losing it. Although fuel is looking pretty good here. I mean, especially if you switch to the better recipe here in Hypochen, that already doubles our output. Or like basically, well, I guess running the Hypochen is a bit expensive, but yeah. Doubling energy output with the simple trick. I have to do the math for the Hypochen ATPF. But Hypochen in itself, if you have the eternal coils, is pretty cheap to make. Like, it doesn't use that much catalyst. The only cost here is the quantum for the most part. I guess the infinity kind of stinks as well. Anything done tonight? Power went down. Oh, she was actually building the EEC road here, and he accidentally cut a cable with wall date that made the blaze rod spawner go down. But it took a few days for me to notice that. And the way I noticed it is because we ran out of Gelite cryothium. As not having Gelite cryothium means the reactors don't run at all. And this basically happened when I went to sleep last night, so the natural didn't run for roughly 8 hours. And that's why we dropped like 30 billion, 30 quintillion, I guess. Billion. But I fixed it now. Just a matter of adding one single cable more. And I also made this a little bit faster using output bus MEs and stocking buses here. So we get it cryothium a bit faster. But I've been monitoring the situation, and the Gelite cryothium is like barely holding on. Like it's been at 7.3 million for the last 3 hours or so. So we're gonna have to upgrade this pretty soon. Slightly, actually. This energy we are producing should be enough for at least a few days, and I think after we get a bit more eternal DGPF, we can switch to Mark 5 fuel with the better recipe. One. Actually, surprisingly not that great. It only gives you 50% more energy, but I guess it's like transcendent metal is pretty much free. But in that sense, you switch the infinity into space-time, and they are mostly equivalent anyways. The DGPF time. The caustics from the water are really cool. Oh, yeah. I tried to use it in a few areas. I think the most notable is the old passive building. Let's see if you can see it there. We have the water roof here. Yeah, we try to use the caustics here. They do look really nice, especially because the sun doesn't really matter if you see it or not, so they always cast the shadows. Why is my FPS like 15? The hell? Maybe it's just the area. Oh, right. I forgot to also shut down the NAC Quadria. I think we have to actually upgrade the NAC clan a little bit. Right now it's bottlenecked by P507. Oh wait, no, never mind. Now I remember. We just do not have any NAC Quadria. Actually, just none. So getting more space miners would fix that, but right now everything is going into Tiberium. So I would have to set up a new space elevator. Put that big of a priority. Make a lower tier space drone for it. Oh, right. But, yeah, but I don't have the slots for the space mining, so. The old areas to clear. Oh, that would be. I guess the old chem is still kind of built. We could actually reuse this area for something, maybe like UV matter. Might be a thing to consider. But I think. Oh, right, eternal coils. Don't need for this. Molten hypogen. Oh no. We had the pattern for that. Today I should probably multiply this a little bit. Get another space elevator. We have multiples free. They're also built already. I just need to hook them up. The quantum computer is annoying. We could upgrade Ike in Nashville to Transmetal. Oh, true. But I don't think it would help because right now the bottleneck is the PrAss. So I just need to add more process. What did I say? Ah, yes, we all know it's a skill issue. I wanted to start with the precise assemblers. Let's go see how the controller would look. I think we also have a few of them unbuilt still. I could probably unify them all. I prepared the energy hatches or the laser hatches for them, so we can bring all of them to UIV tier. These ones. Let's see, how many do we have to build here? Only 2 of them are unbuilt. I guess these are on precise mode anyways. Yeah. And I guess hooking up more later is very trivial. I think I'll just make the controller now. Hook up these 6 squads to the controller, and then we can add more assemblers if needed later on. The controller is the only like complex part under the automation. I was thinking maybe putting it here somewhere. It does need quite a lot of space. Also, I just realized the configurator is at the old building. I'm gonna have to be flying between these areas quite a lot. Actually, out of drives. And Delano is also playing this Path of Exile, maybe? Or he probably won't be on today. Hmm. I don't know if Delano had something in mind for this area. I will bulldoze it over anyways. So we need what, roughly 30 different circuits, I think, like 1 to 24, then a no circuit one. Then we need one for, at least a few for like breakthrough circuits. Those are just for some things. I think I'm gonna do like a staggered design here. D12. Hmm. Enough space. I also kind of don't want to do them in 2 different layers. I guess I could wrap it around here. Have it like... How it works. A little space though. And I think I'm gonna have all the interfaces like below it. Is this like exactly 30? 31, I think. And take this away. This will need a lot of interfaces, so I think I might have to do like a controller on each subnet, so I can have more than 8 interfaces. I guess it would be actually more like 4 or 6 interfaces without a controller. Oh, only one controller needed. This wall can probably be open. That's that's the wrong ID. I was off by 1. Oh wait, I cannot stack this. There's the water here. There's a layer here we can actually use. Oh, getting rid of all of this is going to be painful. But this actually simplifies the automation a lot. Don't have to do this crap. Making all the assemblers into a new setup. Yes, there's no real point in like abandoning this dedicated assembling building. We just didn't have the space for the machines we added in here. But like we already have the speed in the machines. We're not sharing the speed, so. And also we can expand this into the mountain a lot more if needed. How many more LAAs are you planning on building? What the hell is an LAAS? I guess the large scale auto assembler, but that's a curse name for it. The PrAS. Well, we can just keep extending the design into the mountain if needed. But right now, there's only plans for like 2 more quads. We can keep adding more if we need the speed, but I think just having 8 quads, so 32 in total, should be enough speed, at least for now. I don't think the process are going to be a bottleneck, especially with the one taking thing. Right. Mm. I'm gonna be lazy here and just wall edit this thing. This is a controller as well. This is going to need a lot of main channels though. You have 8 interfaces on each, and we have 30 different ones. That's 8 wireless connectors just for this area. Well, I guess we can kind of add them as needed. Like, there's no point having 8 full interfaces for like circuit 17 or something. When I think about it, I really should have used like a different color for this. I can still change it, I guess. I just replace this. Probably better if I just make a proper design right now, so I don't have to fix it later again. It's just white, I guess, for the second color. Making superconductors here elsewhere. Everything up to UHV is made in this dedicated superconductor for us right now. But I will be switching them all to be done in the universals. I think anything up above UHV is done in the 4 GT++ assemblers, which is horribly slow. That's also one of the main reasons I want to upgrade this area. Wait, is this even gonna work with the channels? I guess, maybe. If I have them on both sides, that should work. Actually, also means I don't have to use different colors. Although making all the cells for the drives is gonna be painful. I think I'm only gonna use one drive each. We only have 9 quads anyways right now, so there's no point making more. You upgrade the UIV lasers, you won't be able to craft UMVSs in this building. I know, but then we can upgrade the UMV lasers later. But right now we cannot even make the UMV lasers, so start somewhere. Hello, Omega. Alright, let's make some room in the wall again. I might have want a bit more room still. Back 2 more times. We're stopping it from UV lasers. Right now, nothing. We can theoretically make them, but we don't really want to use space time for that quite yet. Actually, see. How much space time is this? 68,000 space time each. And we would need like half a stack. Like, theoretically, I guess we could afford it. Hmm. I move this wall. That did about what I expected. What even is this layer? Why does it exist? I think I can just get rid of this entire floor here. Oh wait, it would cut the power here. Remnants of some mobs here. UV wire, ancient. I think this isn't powering it right now. It's the precise mode assemblers. Yeah, that thing is ancient. Damn. I might want to unify this base grid as well. I don't know why the cables are going on the like top layer. It's also running on IV. I need to upgrade the power delivery here. Otherwise, we can run a single PrAss. As each hatch I am adding here is 8 billion. Hmm. Much better. Oh wait, this might actually be exposed a little bit. Sorting all the patterns is gonna take forever because we've been like mixing and matching the non-circuit ones into ones with circuits, and we're sharing input buses. That'd be painful. The moment I add the interfaces, I cannot even go past this anymore. I think I need a little bit of space here. Oops. Deleted two creative energy cells. Oops. Oh, no big deal. Oh yes, this overlooks the cursed basement. Right, starting to be like all the nicer areas are working. Gonna be a bit cramped down here. After it's set up once, you shouldn't have to access this area ever. It's like a forest of interfaces. Should probably fit every single assembly recipe in the game. I say overkill. Oh well. Gonna be another cursed setup with cells moving around? Of course. It's not cursed. It's a perfectly working solution for automating absolutely everything. Hmm. Later on, if required, we can keep adding more drives, add more parallel capacity to each circuit. I doubt we need that. I clicked somewhere. Okay. Like right clicking on control doesn't do anything. Might want a buffer chest. As I guess could use like blocking mode. That might kill throughput, and I don't think there's that many conflicts. I'm gonna start just 2 interfaces for now for each circuit. Then I can just keep adding more if needed. need to count some channels here. Try to utilize all 32 on each. This one, for example, has 8 free. Actually pretty decent. So these two can share with these two, and then the 4 here have their own. Only slightly going into the water. That can be cleaned up later. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. Yeah, 8's what I calculated. You only waste 8 channels, I believe. Bad. Right, now we need to get the item conduits somehow. Hmm. Any of these free? I think this one is not even hooked up. Oh, it's not even fully built. So we can use this as the test bed for making the design. Because as soon as we have one hooked up, it means we can move all the patterns without losing any assembling capacity. A little bit of speed. There's like one central line somewhere. It's gonna be kind of intruding on the cable as well. So maybe it needs to be offset. I guess the central line could be on the side. Also, in theory, the image just doesn't have to be like near the machine. It can be anywhere as long as it has a cable going up. So we could even have the automation like down here and then just connect it there with cable. I think it's more concise if it's like over here. Oh, right. Did I order the thermal coils? I didn't. Right. Click this yet? I think if you don't make them have the arrow, they can insert into each other. Basically tries to craft something by inserting it in the mainnet. That's no bueno. So I guess the assembler machines don't really have like a stack size or pattern size they would want to have on all of them. So in that sense, like making these compatible with adapters for Open Computers control is not really necessary. So I could be using the flat panes as well, or flat interfaces. But I use the full blocks in all of the other designs, so keeping it similar to those. Right. Can we get up a hole here? Oh, there was a glowing one that moves you through blocks. Nonsense. It's on my second toolbar. Henceforth, it doesn't exist. Question is it easier for me to copy the cell making thingy over here, or just fly in between all the time? Hmm. I can make 3 at a time though. There we go. Mm, I think all circuits are used. Well, most of them are, I'm pretty sure. This is a very important recipe to have. Might as well just add all of them. I already built the slots for them, so might as well. Then I have a few wild cards here. Actually add the filters to all of these. More filters. What are the Eternals doing? What is it, 0? What's here? Ah, here. I wish you could like shift right click this to insert the filters. Copy settings with filters inside it, won't auto insert them? No. For some reason, if the filters don't exist in the machine, it doesn't copy them over. Annoying. Also, having filter in all of these means the thing that happened yesterday cannot happen, where it starts like wildly cycling the cells in and out all the time. Because this by default like don't let anything pass. Basically means they don't work until you filter them. Wait, did I actually have enough filters? Oh, I guess I did. Barely though. Alright, I guess we can first set up the node circuit one, as I don't need to configure that at all. And I kinda want to use 16 million cells for these, just in case. So let me order some more of those. Fine. Ah yes, a lathe. There's actually no other way but using a lathe for this. What even is the highest tier recipe for this? I guess like space-time screws. Yeah. How is this an ingot? Matrix polymer lens. Why is it taking so long? The lathe actually busy? Ah, it's probably making the space-time screws. Hmm. Well, we got one of them, so I guess I can start configuring at least. Okay, so I also have to finish up this PrAss if I actually want to test it. So we don't even have the casings for it. Damn it. Bruh. I might even not need that many. Like it's mostly finished. So the 60 I have might be enough. And it indeed was. Complete structure. Oh, really? I'm missing one casing. Come on. Two casings. Oh well, that's good enough to test. So all this automation here won't be needed anymore. Like I said, the outputs can stay. Let's add the buffer chest, just in case. It'd be in assembler mode. Wait, did I not put them in assembler mode? They are. Okay, wow, that's simple automation. Like the pattern sizes are kind of bottlenecking right now. I have to enable blocking mode on the mixers. I just need to make the open computer script that makes the patterns bigger. So why are we still making HSS ingots using dust? We have a billion of 2.7 billion more than HSS. Well, anyways, let me find a no circuit assembly recipe so we can test this. What would we need in large amounts? Maybe Labotron crystals? Ah, uranium. That sounds good. Always need tons of that. Probably connecting this to the main net also would help. Actually, why don't I just do all of them at once? Let's make a wireless linking part like P2P one. That never works though because the wireless are not part of the network. So, like unless it scanned the entire area for wireless that are not bound, I don't think it would work that well. I don't even have enough slots for this. At this point, I've just given up on trying to follow the numbers. I just do what's the most convenient in the P2P. Why did it get extracted? And where did it go? Or, huh? Is it here? Extracting white, always active. So why is it not coming back? Um, hmm, already broke, and I didn't even get to test it yet. If I insert an empty one here, it also get extracted. Yes. Turn blacklist. Oh, are you telling me the 16 million cells don't work like this? Let me try with like a 4K cell. I know I've used those before. Now it works. Okay. Let's give a try to the radiant uranium now. Not sure what I was expecting. Alright, there we go. It extracted one cell. And it wait. Huh? It already came back. Seems to be working. It means we can start switching all the patterns over. I think this was on UHV, so I could probably upgrade this to UIV for now. Just so I can also put the UIB recipes in here. I would have to I need to make more of the laser sources here. Ah, well, what about like 40? 40 sources and 31 targets. Meanwhile, I can rename all of these. That's not how they go. Jumps up by 2. Damn it. This start from. And 12 for the end zone. If this was 10, this will be 11. Oh, doctor friendly. How's it going? Just setting up this mega assembler automation. Pretty involved. Should be pretty good when it's done. Getting more eternal coils as well. And the last one here. And then I need to check if they have any breakthrough circuits. I guess I can actually add them as I move the patterns. I still remember the days when we didn't have pattern capacity cards. I just had to have like a million interfaces on one machine somehow. You didn't also have stocking buses, so you couldn't just store the items anywhere and pull them. You had to put them in actual input buses. Those are the dark ages. This is actually bad for single blocks, as you could only have a maximum of 5 interfaces, so 45 patterns in one. So you had to have like multiple vending machine ones, for example, before you got multi-blocks. Case of no fluid crafting, I have to deal with volumetric. We actually, halfway to our old Stargate world, we used volumetrics because A2FC was only added like midway through. So it's actually pretty recent if you think about it. It's like less than 2 years old at this point. I got all of them. All right. So I guess now it's just moving all the patterns. Go through every one of these one by one. 17, 18. Ah, thanks. Can I just assume everything logistics patch is like 18? I'm just gonna dump all of this in 18, I think. Nobody's ever going to order this anyway, so even if they're in the wrong interface, you wouldn't notice it. So this goes, wait, no, output goes in 18. Let me find all the superbuses actually. We only had one superbus, okay. So these go in 17 and 18 is offered output only. The rest in here should go to 17, except for the lava filter. Where do you go? 18, okay. Transformer winding block, 17. That's one less interface. In 18, wait, what? There's no pattern here. Before silicone rubber. This might almost be worth making with like open computers automation to keep the cable coding patterns as high. Just move you last, I guess. Four. And also four, yes. And even more four. Oh boy. A lot of fours. I'm gonna need another interface for this. But that's why I have extra space. just fish all the number 4 assembler machine recipes here. Too bad. So some of these patterns here use figure 17, I think. This is no circuit, for example. It was here. Huge iron chain. Oh, boots. Or as well. Only very silly people go for Stargate. That is true. It's quite silly to try going for Stargate. And the only thing you get for it is the roll. Uh-oh. Oh god. Okay, 16. That's the wrapping one. Might as well take all of the 16s, I guess. Of this one extra recipes that might have to be changed. Oh, this might be awkward actually. Unless I use blocking mode on the rubber coating assembling machines, it might actually conflict the fluids. Actually, I guess I can have 2 different 24s. Do it. Here's the first 24. Wait, no. 3. Oh, 24 is here. Where does this go? 4. Ah, okay. Great naming theme. I think it's going to bottleneck so hard before we improve the parent sizes. Does the covered cable fixer need a pad or circuit? Yes, okay. Solar tower. Yeah, there are the weird triggers I have to also add, maybe. Right, this thing forever to make it of the rubber size. Yeah, Mixer's actually bottlenecking it with the pattern sizes now in multiple areas. Inductor Express. Uh, I don't remember adding this. Be funny though. Oh, except now that I'm moving these patterns, but I haven't put the cells in, it means the patterns are going to be broken. Probably do that first before I continue this. I can do 3 cell sets at a time. That's not too bad. I'm gonna need more, I think. More circuits. Actually, 300 might be fairly enough. I guess I have enough here as well. Power is no issue. I mean, that doesn't if you're interesting good NAC fuel or heat exchanger infra. No, power is definitely an issue. You cannot overclock that much if you don't have Dysons, because it's like 100 times easier to scale Dysons than it is to scale extreme heat exchangers or NAC fuel. So it's so much easier to get higher speeds from individual machines. Have easy power from Dyson. Like if you have 500 billion from NAC fuel, that beats one Dyson, sure. But how are you going to double that? With Dyson, you just make a new one, like order it from AE, and that's it. With NAC fuel, you have to like basically redo half of your base if you want to double the amount that you're making. So you have to conserve power even if you do have like loads of it, because like getting more will be harder and harder as you go. Does it get nerfed already, or will it get nerfed? Well, when I actually start working on the rework, which I still haven't even started, it will get basically completely disabled, the existing Dyson, and there'll be new mechanics. Structure looks boring. Yeah, it definitely does. Looks horrible. That's also part of the reason why I hate it. Yes, apparently Dyson is getting reworked, and the one who was supposed to be reworking it is me. But I still haven't even started on the code. Too busy with this world right now. I recommend going for it just if you want easy power. Like existing Dyson, well, you're kind of dumb if you don't go for the Dyson because it's so powerful. Why is this missing the connection? Wait, what? Oh, that's the wrong button. Right. Start with circuit 1. I think the Dyson does say the power bonuses. Or maybe not, but yes, you get 3.37 times more energy on tier 9 plants, so in the raw system, which is completely stupid. Like, there's no reason why you wouldn't go there. It's a zero extra effort. You just make one LSC and use the wireless there, and somehow you get 3 times more power for no additional cost. Like, I actually hate the dimension mechanic. Where is my one? There. Need to actually, I should probably write like this so I don't lose track. Into this wireless LC with caps, and if you don't pump out all the power from dice when it explodes. Funny multi. Ah yes, the multi the worst problem with the Dyson is using all the power it produces. Otherwise it goes boom. I can just do this and move them. Right, that's 1/8 done. Not too bad, I guess. Just 8 trips like this. And forget to also set the filters actually. Then 4 to 6. Now thinking about it, if wireless networks didn't exist, the Dysons might actually be slightly more interesting, as you would actually have to think how you get the power from the other dimension away. But because of wireless, it completely trivializes it, and there's zero issues getting the power away from other dimensions. Oh, I clicked the wrong spot. I was confused why my screwdriver came into my inventory. Oh, I was thinking, well, what's your material in New Horizons? Favorite material? Uh, Lave, I guess? Or do only metals count? Lave is a great material. It's just stone and ice. Hmm. What would be my favorite? I mean, Infinity is kind of cool because it's a material that starts out as like kind of hard to get, but then it keeps getting better and better and better ways of getting infinity, and it always stays relevant after like UV. Like a, kind of a cool, like unique material in the sense that it's used in so many tiers, but it never becomes completely free. Actually, is there any other metal that doesn't become free? Because infinity unlocks in like UHV, and then you still use it in UMV, even at UXV. So there's 4 tiers where it's relevant, and it's like surprisingly a bottleneck in many things. I don't think there's any other metal that does the same thing. If you can count infinity as a metal, I guess. Right, that's 6 done. 8, 9 next. HSS is annoying, mostly because of the osmium. And you end up needing it so much. I don't know. It becomes basically free after you get a good plat line, and it stops becoming free in the transition where you start spamming so many superconductors for like the fusion coils, and then it becomes free again when you get the QFT. I guess it's a pretty good like material in that sense because of the osmium requirement. Good color. Well, color-wise, actually, if we're talking about colors, UH superconductor is my favorite. Okay. I really like the blue. It is a fun milestone to reach. Is it really gated by anything? I feel like it's not really a gate, more like just the amount of osmium you need for it. It's pretty high fast. Your least favorite tier? Anything before AE2? Probably HV because Stone Age, Steam, LV, MV you can really kind of rush in a few days. But then HV takes a pretty long time, and it's the last year before AE. If a proper plat line, yeah. The osmium can't really be acquired without a plat line in those tiers. I guess you could replicate it in like LV after getting one dust by manually making it, but that sounds kind of cursed. Like 1/3 done, a bit more. 2/5. Hopefully after this is done, we never have to upgrade assemblers again, except for adding more process. And I guess making bigger patterns. Imagine if I had this automation figured out in like IV or when we are moving in here. Like you could basically make Stargate tier infra starting in EV. You just upgrade the machine and the automation stays the same. 10 to 12 next. It's just like I'm fishing for the full cells. Like 50-50 chance of getting on first try. Oh, I clicked those. Let me make sure so we don't get any unexplained slowdowns. So this should be 11. Yep. And it should be 10. Yep. 12 next. Wait, I think I forgot to filter the 7 to 9. Your favorite A2 component? Like the crafting components, or you mean like the parts, interfaces, storage channels, so on? The part. Probably the P2P tunnel. All of them. It's so versatile. It carries the channel minigame so hard. Like you could almost, if you unlocked P2Ps in LV, you wouldn't need pipes at all. You wouldn't need cables basically at all. You could almost make 90% of everything with P2P. Did I forget to filter this or not? Yes, I did. We use backbones. We use backbones in our P2P subnet on the old Stargate world, but not for like anything crucial. But yeah, the issue is they just break the pathfinding of A2, so it causes like weird bugs and it can cause chunks corruption. They're badly implemented. And you really don't need them. You have so many tools. Wireless is so super good, and it just made 10 times cheaper to run. So, like, really, no point for the backbones except for people being lazy, I guess. Right, 13 to 15 next. It would be nice if they made output of one controller into 128 channels. But now you would be power creeping AE2. Channels are already a non-issue if you know what you are doing. So giving you 4 times more channels for basically free from each control side would make it even more trivial. Like if you're actually having troubles with channels, then that's a skill issue, not a problem of the mod. I say as I recall at least 10 incidents where something stopped working because it was out of channels, but that's just me being lazy. they're 100% useless. Well, they shouldn't have existed in the first place. So just returning to the mean. Really chill, just doing these cells. I like don't have to think too much, but can't lose focus completely. Otherwise, you're gonna screw up. So the more I do this automation, the more it feels like super simple. I'm fairly confident I can make an illustrated guide for this very soon. And if I stress test this a bit more, I think. $16 to $18. 3 more trips to go. It would be amazing. Yeah, I agree. It's just I want to make sure that this works as expected. Like for example, just yesterday I noticed that you have to use blocking mode on the mixers, otherwise you get conflicts. So like things like that can only be found through testing. I want to like include in the guide. Otherwise, I'm gonna get complaints. The basic principle isn't that like complicated. Also, I guess I would have to make a guide for this as well. Otherwise, configuring the cells would be pretty painful. It can be done manually by hand, but that sounds pretty bad. Kaikilta miten tukikohdassa menee. Hyvin menee. That might be the first finish I've seen in the chat so far. I assume you use some translation service for that, unless you're actually Finnish, and I never knew. In German, yeah. I don't think I've seen any Finnish people in chat except for a few of my friends. Two more trips. A lot of high-level New Horizons players seem to be German. I don't think it's like statistically that off. Like Germany has a lot of people, so that's why. Oh god, that's why there's a lot of Germans as well. Ah crap! It was trying to autocraft something on this pattern, so now it's gone somewhere. A bit awkward. Greg himself is German. I wonder if it's maybe Germany has like a higher percentage of engineers compared to like your average country, so that might also influence more German players playing New Horizons. Because like there's a statistically significant amount of engineers playing the pack right now. Where did these cells go? Here. Yikes. All right, now are you processing or not? Yeah, that might be a problem. Ah, crap. What am I crafting that needs this? Ah, I see. Gonna have to redo that. Do you also need it? You do. Oh no. Ah, it's the wrapping, I see. Yeah, I need to make the wrapping patterns so much bigger. Well, that'll clear itself in like 1 hour. Then we have 10 more. Is there any way I can make it faster? Not really. I'll cancel you for now, I guess. Oh, I can fix the patterns. Basically, every single one of these needs to be made bigger. Wow, server is chugging. This is GUI always so laggy. Because it for to check if the patterns changed, it has to like scan every single pattern and then send that to the client to check if it was changed. Some devs already looked into it, but there's no fix yet. Alright, I guess like 1,000 of these per pattern might work. That sounds like a decent amount. What do we gonna use this for? Oh, and UV stuff. Oh, 3 clicks on 1x is perfect. Oh no, no, like 1 extra. Oh, sure. How do you switch to a different ORDIC circuit type with your mouse in the pattern? Yeah, scroll shift. Hold shift and scroll wheel. I'll do it. Pretty convenient. Opticals. Oh, this might actually want to be slightly smaller. Wait, take some space. Oh, and all the cables as well. I guess I could make a quick script on OC. But basically just check if something has a fluid input, and if it does, then multiply the thing until it's like above 50,000. Although that gets awkward with like megas that might need like 1,000 liters of some solder, and now it wants to make 50 of them. Nah. Probably easier if I just manually do this, even though it takes a while. My circuits are probably fine being 64 each. Sorry, 1,000 circuits. You hate these circuits. Sure, I guess. That's gonna be a rough one. Maybe I'll just give you a V at 16. Maybe 4x. We don't have H3 circuits in the wrapping. Wait, no, we do. Fine. And I forgot CPM. There we go. Now, just the circuit components themselves. Cables can stay. There's a fluid, so it doesn't really matter. Right. Circuit components. Probably 64 is fine for them as well. Pause. See. Example, this one. Anyways, needs 2 of these for 1, and we have paralleled this 64 times. So we need 64 anyways to start the recipe, so they match pretty nicely. We use to generate power. Nakoda fuel. Right now, Mark 4. We'll be upgrading to Mark 5 whenever we need more. We have roughly 100 billion a year per production. Actually, these memory chips might want to be 1000 as well. They are pretty high demand materials. Why not just use a Dyson? It's almost easier. Because I like my games hard, and Dyson is way too easy. It makes the game boring for me. Beautiful. Right. Has this cleared yet? Probably not. Not even close. How would I even clear this? All right. Nice. Right. No. Oh no. What is this here? Ah! I need to blacklist the. I didn't even connect this. Ah, that's why I didn't do anything. I need to blacklist this stuff from here. I feel like I need to make a row of these packet decoders. Oh wait. If I do this, then the number 16 doesn't also goes in here. I broke one cell. Right. Now I need to blacklist the circuit, which I just put in the damn thing. Right, now if I toss this in here, yeah, that doesn't break it. It's so slow. How is it so slow? Alright, seems to work though. You still have to charge the char for glowing antiblock slopes. You should find if you search for diet quartz's messages in my Discord that have attachments in. Let me see. File. Hmm. Not enough char. Let me check what digital version we have. Guess it's oh right. We're not using a digital version. It's a resource pack. Our antiblocs do not produce any light. You can see here, no light, only bloom. So it's the resource packs he has linked. I mean, this antiblock resource pack. That should be the thing. Pretty easy to find. Oh. I'm pretty sure we haven't done anything on other than adding the resource pack. These two. The cyan fix doesn't only change the color of the antiblock. This is the one that should be doing the thing. So scuffed. And this thing is just forever waiting on the thing. Actually, it's almost halfway done, I guess. Did we have any crafts going? No. Where did this irradiated uranium go? 4 somewhere. Oh no. Oh no. I guess it would get actually. These are actually self-sorting now that I think about it. Because if I put a wrong cell in one of these, it'll just get instantly extracted. And then get returned to here. Huh. Nice. We can cancel. We just clear this. No real point in making it run right now. Why does this have 16 of them? Oh. Oops. Oh no. It inserted 6 of them. Ah, yikes. Or like, it inserted the 16 cells from these. Keep breaking it accidentally myself. We can fix this, we can fix this. Alright. There we go. Let's try wrapping something, I guess. Or I guess we can return the Eternal Coil Craft. That uses some wrappings. There we go. Now it's gonna be in the buffer chest here. Kind of chilling until this thing finishes. And somewhat speed this up, I guess. Like, this isn't the best use of my time. Let me go actually continue with the patterning of the cells themselves. We're up to 19 now. Oh wait, I just realized I have 2 different 24s. So they will be going into the same drives. Does it actually matter? I don't think it does. As long as the interfaces are separated, they cannot mix and match the patterns. So it should be fine. The two different 24s for silicone rubber and normal rubber for coating the cables. Because if you have them in the same one, they can sometimes insert both of them on the same tick, and then it might start using the wrong rubber for the wrong cable, which causes problems. Locking mode would actually work, but it also kind of kills your throughput unless your pattern sizes are very high. It's easier if you can package multiple cables into one cell in one tick, because packaging the cables are super, or coding the cables is super fast. It doesn't really matter if you have multiple patterns in one cell. I just silicone rubber for everything, actually. We have 5 times more silicone rubber. We should probably switch, actually. It's easier to make silicone rubber than normal rubber because we have to grow the stick rate. Well, that means I have to repattern everything. I found it to go. Although I have to repattern everything anyways to increase the pattern sizes, so I might as well switch them to silicone rubber when I do that. I should really set the blacklist before I put the thing in. Extracted one cell. I mean, it's gonna come back after it visits the mid chest. So there's a QFT for infinite rubber. Right. I guess we could make it at this point. Although the mega lines haven't really been a problem for rubber, so I feel like the QFT for rubber would be slower than the mega lines at this point. Much more. 200. That one I can help. Just so I see that the new, bigger pattern sizes are big enough. We really need an auto pull mode for this. How hard could it be to implement? I feel like nobody ever uses a packet decoder except by pushing every single packet in the system into it. It might as well be the default almost. All right, what do we have here now? 11 packets. Yeah, this looks fast enough. Yeah, looks like it basically has 5 seconds every time due to the batch mode turning the machine off for 5 seconds. So that's plenty of time for the 20 or so packets to get decoded. Opticals are also the smallest pattern size we have, so it's very easy to make it go even faster if it becomes a bottleneck. And there's only one machine right now. I have a total of 6 quads. I can add more if needed. Right, I guess this one isn't... I guess I can leave it here if I have any more mishaps. Okay, this is being pretty slow with the one quad though. Definitely needs the paralyzing. Actually, if I disable batch mode here, it might become faster because it starts doing the structure checks more often. Or the recipe checks. Let's see what kind of a latency we have on the thing. Okay, yeah, batch mode limits throughput quite a lot. Having batch mode disabled means this can also lag a lot more. But it is active craft, so it's not that big of a deal. Also, yeah, this actually isn't that bad. So not having batch mode enabled seems to be the way to go here. Right, we're playing. 22, 23, 24. So let me do 22 and 23, and then I do the 24. As I need 2 of them for now. Unless I guess I could repattern it all right now. I would only need 1 pair. I think I'll do that. That was pretty quick. Oh. Almost just space clicked everything in there. That would have been painful. Actually, there's no way to win. If you put the blacklist first, it starts extracting everything. If you put the pattern in before the blacklist, then it also starts extracting everything. No way to win. Now, time to repattern every single rubber recipe that you have. Disable extract on the conduit. True, but then I have to click 2 more times. That's even more pain. Honestly, I feel like I should do this using open computers. This is kind of tedious. Wait, no, I cannot do it with open computers because I have to change the pattern. I guess you kind of could, maybe? But it would be as simple as just taking the existing one and multiplying it. You just start checking for the names, and if it's rubber and if it is, then you divide it by 2, and I feel like we don't even use half of these patterns for anything ever. Does this actually use 24? Damn, it does. How about the item conduits? They don't. These can be no circuits. We don't have that many patterns to recode. These are pretty easy to do with the just doubling it. Slightly higher FPS by doing that. Would be kind of cool if you could set the default pattern like multiplier. Might have to suggest that. Maybe like in A somewhere here. 11 more to go. What do we use thin cables for? Probably like some components, but still. Why do these recipes even exist? Does anyone ever use them? Why would you pattern your cables with small piles of polydimethyl siloxane? Clutter. Right. Why are these missing? You being slow? Oh, wait. I think we have one too many 16. Yeah. I made one myself. Now we're missing 1 4. Oh, that's pretty easy to make. Right. Time to order up the remaining lasers so we can start hooking up the power. Yeah, this export bus is definitely bottleneck here. Honestly, might end up just coding a mode for the packet decoder where it pulls them automatically. This is going. I'm gonna go grab something to eat. Be back in 10 minutes or so. This image just looks very menacing, just staring at you. Alright. Looks like this is stuck. Um, you get stuck. Oh, wait. Ah. Yeah. This cable might explain some things. uh, few things. Nothing important though. The ruby dust is still mega slow. Probably easier actually. Let's just repattern some of the dusts. Mega mixer, where are you? This. We have HSS that needs to be made bigger. The only one that's done in 2. Material base, I guess. Dark steel. Stainless steel. Clay. Oxygen. Huh. Interesting. Wait, that's too big. That is only 1 million, I believe. Why are we using this recipe when you could just do the better one? Okay, wait, do we even have Mega Mixer 17? We don't. Damn it. That's probably why. Didn't want to add a new mixer thing. I wonder if this rendering is ever gonna get fixed. So down with the numbers. Alright, now we need to read it. 1. Okay, so let's get all the number ones. That should be the most important ones. This is peak gameplay though. Staring at a GUI, clicking buttons. Make ASMR, you seem good at it. What do you mean? Me clicking buttons is ASMR? And our Greg ASMR. Up next is machine failing sounds. After that, we will have fusion machine running sounds. Perfect for sleeping. Alright, let's try the lasers again. It's almost done. But for some reason, it doesn't finish the last 32 SMDs, so I guess I have to reorder it. None of these targets, 35 of sources. Alright, let's see if the mixers run a bit faster now. Yeah, I would say that's a bit faster. Actually insane how much of a difference like just making the patterns bigger makes. You can kind of get away with the like normal automation where you just stuff a subnet full of things and stocking bus does it, but you really have to have the pattern size big enough for this style of automation to work properly. It actually kind of makes it less accessible to new players, I guess, because you can't really afford having mega big patterns in EV. I guess in EV the speed doesn't really matter, so in that sense you can just keep increasing the pattern sizes as you go up into the tiers. I think the SMDs are still being done in here. Or maybe here? Wait, no, this is for the lasers themselves. Yeah. Already crafting them? It is, nice. Brr. This damn export bus is the bottleneck. Hmm. I think this takes like 200 seconds each. So overclocking this would have been pretty useful. Oh, soon. Um, my casings seem to be majorly stuck. um, I think I started moving them. Like mid PrAss. Ah, the Arterium SN, I see. I remember seeing this. Oops. We have everything. Server will start in 10 minutes. Damn, that's a rare one. Haven't seen that in a while. I usually restart it manually because the server starts chugging. How is the TDS looking? It's been like 40 milliseconds. It's high, but it's acceptable. In for stacks, I have just the thing. Do I? Oh wait, I already cleaned the spawners. Damn it. What can I clean? Random leaves, I guess. Also upgrades. Leaf, maybe? A leaf. Factory leaf. Timber leaf. Palladium leaf. And then we have upgrade. Upgrade container. Yeah, not very useful. Let me upgrade as well. Alternator. After upgrade not needed. Wall deduction is also useless. And that's already 6 stacks. No stacks. Right. We got some lasers. We have 6. But I guess I can't really upgrade the power while these are running. Let me count how many I need. I might as well hook up this. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. This might be still IV. This needs to be upgraded. Oh, this should be UV at this point. Yeah. I need only 9 sets. I think I already have that. Yeah, we have enough. I'll let it run for a bit longer. Guess I can move the patterns in the meanwhile. Oh, oh no. I looked at the wrong one. Well, this was number 1. I noticed that at least. So that would be going in here. This is definitely gonna need more interfaces though. Number 3, number 3. One. Nice and expandable. Oh, I still haven't done it before. Definitely a big one. This is copy pasta. Am I supposed to read this? Minecraft is many things. All of this number 1. Oh damn. Oh wait, the plasmid flux was number 2. Put that in here before I forget. All of this is number 1. I feel like half of these are non-circuit ones as well. Well, if they ever become a problem and we need to make the patterns as bigger, yes we can fix it then. We have so many number 1 patterns. And if here this 8 interface is not gonna be enough. Also we have double the same pattern. Even in the same interface. Wow. Ah, beautiful. Shared buses. 22. Oh, that's very clear. Why is this in here? Man, our assembling is a complete mess. They're running like 4 ticks per second when this is open. Look at that delay. Like we need more non-circuit as well. One minute to server restart. Time. Wait. I just copy past this. That's what I'm also thinking. So, it's already 10 p.m. Would also maybe go play something else. Very nice timing to end, I guess, on a server restart. Not totally sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow or not. I might. No promises. So if I do, then yeah, I guess. But don't expect to stream tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go play something else for the rest of the night. Actually, just did 4 hours of the damn PrAss number automation. I think it's pretty involved. Hopefully, it'll be good enough for Stargate. But yeah, let's see. Orange is actually online. Let's raid him. Right. See you on Monday for sure. Maybe tomorrow, but yeah, on Monday I'm gonna be continuing that PrAss number, or I might also do it tomorrow without or off stream. We'll see. Right. Bye.